Share with you that we got a tweet from Christopher to our team is that please wake us up. So are you still awake? I'm really excited to be here. I've been waiting for like 3 hours already. Finally, it's our turn. Yes. So are you ready for the last presentation? Okay. Thanks. Let's rock. Thanks. So we're a team of the mobile queue. And we have 5 team members. We are the engineers, web developers, programmers, and also business operation and marketing specialists. Okay? This is a picture I want to share with you. We took from the Sonoma shop at Yumbo shopping mall. Just for information, Sonoma is one of the biggest teleoperator in Finland. And this is the main stand at the entrance. Understand, as the note says, is there a queue here? Please feel free to grab a cup of coffee. Apparently, Sonoma has noticed the problem of long queuing, and their solution is to provide free coffee to the customer who is waiting in the queue. We think we can do better than that, and much better than that. That's why we're here, because our mission is cut your queuing time to 0. As you know that waiting in the queue is inevitable, so how can we do that? Let's take a closer look. That's the current queue management system we're using every day. There are 3 steps. First, you take a queue number, and then you have to wait. Finally, you have your service. And here's the Mark D. He went to a service point, he spent half hour just to go there to get a ticket. And our solution is that he can take a virtual ticket before he leaves the building, at home, at the office, or even here. Okay, finally, Mark has arrived to a service point. And now, because the queue is very long, he has to wait another half hour in the service point. And our solution is that Mark D can take a can track the account number from his mobile phone. So now he's free to go for shopping while still waiting in the queue. And here's the new cameras we're using here. So the problem so far we have identified is the current queue management system here. And our solution is first, take a virtual ticket, and second, you can track the account number from your mobile phone. Then you are free to go. And our unique value proposition is cut your queuing time to 0. So far, our customer segments is the people who are queuing at the service point at this moment. And this validation, it costs us nothing. We spend about 2 weeks to validate. Okay? But then, so far, we have our solutions, but now we have a problem of the risk here. We have a market risk and also a technology risk. In the market, who wants to buy it? In the technology, can we build it? But now we decide we should tackle the market risk first, because it's easier and also it's more important. First, we build our minimum viable product. This one will create just a picture here, so the customer can know what's our idea, what is our service. Then we went out. We interviewed 89 people there. We asked, how many of you want to use our service? They said, 90% yes, I want to use your service. Can I download your app right now? The feedback was amazing. We're so surprised. And then we asked, okay, you want to use our service? Do you want to pay for it? Our initial idea is to make it for free to everyone. But they said, more than half, 57%, yes, I want to pay for it. That wasn't expected. That was a huge surprise. Okay, so they want to pay for it. Now we'll take one step forward. How much you want to pay for it? That totally blew us away. Because the price is more than 3 euros. As you know that in the market, one app, the average price is 150 cents. Our price is double the amount here. That was really unbelievable. We knew that there was early validation, but still, it's pointing to the right direction here. Okay, let's update our link canvas here. Now we have a solution of the MVP, and because just a picture here, it spends nothing for us, and it will take about 3 weeks to validate, okay, these kind of users, they want to use our service here. So we tackle the market risk, then we're moving forward to the technology risk. Can we build it? Our initial idea is to build an app because it's native to your mobile phone. But the problem is that nowadays we have 3 major platforms: iOS, Windows, and Android. If we build an app, we must build 3 different apps for each platform. That's going to be a really big problem because we're not running lean anymore. We're trying to keep as minimum as possible. Now we decide, why not make a website? The website works on all the phones, your tablet, your laptop. It's much better than an app here, and also we're running lean as well. So here's a sneak peek of our advanced MVP, and let's take a closer look. This one is tracking the account number. I can show you right now from my iPad. So you can see from your iPad, you can see what is the account number at the Sona shop right now. So you are free to go for shopping. Okay? So with our service right now, Mark is still waiting in the shop. Now he can use his mobile phone to go out for shopping. That's wonderful. And how to use it? 3 steps, extremely easy. First, you scan a QR code from Q machine, then your mobile phone will open the website which we built here. And then you can take your phone with you, go for shopping. So Marty is very happy right now. But we have one more feature to show you, which is allows you to take a queue number before you even arrive to the service point, which is take a virtual queue ticket. So as you can see that there's a location, let's see how many people are waiting there, and also estimated waiting time. Then you can take a ticket at home or even here. So with Marty, so he can already take a number before he leaves the building or even arrive to the service point. So in our lean canvas, we have a solution of the advanced MVP here. Our cost structure, because we have engineers in our team, we spend nothing here. It took us about 5 weeks to do it. And then we noticed one problem here, because we have a double-sided canvas. We have 2 different customer segments here. So please welcome Minya to the stage. Thank you.
So, my name is Minya, and I'm here to tell in more detail about the business side of our project. So, as I already said, we have the double-sided canvas, which means that we have actually 2 customer segments. There are the end users who have to queue at the service point, and then there are the service points themselves. So what we have to do now is actually go back validating the market because of the new unvalidated customer segment. So here you can see again the end users over there, and now we have also the service points, Elisa and Sonera. So we moved on to interview the staff members in these service points in Elisa and Sonera. We asked them quite a few questions actually, but there were 3 main questions that we wanted to hear the answers for. Number 1 was that, do they think that the customers have to wait for too long time to get the service? Number 2, does this result in customer dissatisfaction? And number 3, if they have actually ever seen customers leaving the service point because they've seen the long queue. And all the staff we surveyed and asked these 3 questions, they all agreed that yes, there is this problem. Here's a quote from one of the staff members in Elisa shop in Myyrmanni. And this is actually quite funny that first we thought that we can only provide a better customer service experience for these customers waiting there, so that the company would benefit from this. But now we learned that actually we can also create new business opportunities by them keeping their customers there. And also in the Elisa shop, we got really good feedback from the staff members, and in the beginning we thought that we would actually have to integrate our system with the existing ticket machines at the service points. However, one of the staff members told us that we wouldn't actually have to do that. And that was a huge relief, because we were having quite a few troubles in trying to protect our product and at the same time trying to convince these ticket machine companies to actually work with us. So we move on, and we're doing surveys for the end users who are at the service points. And we asked them similar questions about waiting times and if this really results in customer dissatisfaction. And they also agreed that yeah, there is really a problem with this. So back to the canvas. Now we have validated our 2 customer segments. We have created value for them, and we only spent €10.73, which we actually spent on the candy we gave to the customers when we interviewed them. and this took us only 3 weeks to validate. So then we had this next question: how do we pay our bills? Well, it's really simple. For the end users, there is the basic version, which is free. You can only track the current number in the service point with that. But then there is the advanced version, which will cost some money, but you can also take the virtual ticket with that. And the service providers. Well, we are giving them 2 great opportunities here. They get their customer service elevated, and also new business opportunities. So, of course, they have to pay for both of them. So about the market size. Well, we were actually quite intimidated because we realized that, okay, every single place you have to queue in, that's our potential customer. And how many places are there like that? There's just, I don't even know how many. But we decided that we will focus on the teleoperators in the beginning. And there are a few reasons for that. Firstly, because their customers already own mobile devices which they can access the internet with. Also, we're giving them competitive advantage in customer service because that's basically the main area they can compete in today's world. And of course, number 3, because when we first did the first survey, they actually had the biggest problems. So first, we are thinking about targeting Telia Sonera because basically it's the 10th largest teleoperator in the whole world. They have 130 million customers. And also, as we saw in the very first pictures, they have already recognized the whole problem and tried to solve it by offering free coffee. Our solution is a bit more better. Finally, the value propositions for the end users. Basically, our service makes their life easier, helps them manage their time, and also get this instant customer service. And for the service providers, we're elevating the customer service and also creating new business opportunities. And we truly believe that this is actually a win-win situation to these both parties. This is the end of the presentation. You can scan the QR code and see our MVP yourself. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, sure. I mean, thank you very much. You've done an impressive work, I think.
Thanks.
Interviewing so many people, and I think you've truly kind of nailed the logic that we are looking for with the competition. I mean, how is this competition different from other competitions?
Thanks, exactly.
So, so you've grasped a methodology and the tools, and so congratulations.
Thanks.
What would you say was starting with your assumptions, what was the biggest learnings, and where did you have to kind of go back and reverse, or do a micro pivot, or what assumptions, early assumptions, could you highlight some of them, early assumptions that you clearly kind of were able to validate or invalidate?
Yeah, there are 2 major things here. The first one is the customer segments. In the beginning, we thought end users is our customer. And then we realized that, okay, the service providers, they're also our customers. That's a huge learning, first. And second is the one which Minja shows you from the Yritys shop. Yeah.
Yeah, so basically because in the beginning we thought that we would actually have to integrate our service with these ticket machines. And we actually found out that we wouldn't have to do that, which makes it much easier.
So, kind of a feedback from a test that you could be running. I mean, this €3. I mean, this is an assumption still.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
the €3 thing is not validated yet.
Yeah, that's
But
right.
you could easily validate it by doing the process manually. So you would charge the €3 and send a text message to people or phone people and truly test if that €3 is, sticks, holds, is it validated, and therein, you would have an immediate, like a 1 day, you wouldn't have to use 5 weeks, you had a 5 weeks sprint there that you could cut down to 1 day, and you would truly find out immediately, what the price point is. So did you ever consider doing something like that? I know it's a bit of a guerrilla testing. Maybe the Yritys and Sonoras wouldn't agree for you to do that, but yeah, entrepreneurs go around these problems and.
Yeah, we definitely thought of doing that, but actually we were kind of running out of time before this event, so we're still considering doing that later on.
I think you should, because I'm sure therein lies a big learning.
That's right. Yeah.
So you worked with Sonera and Elisa. How many people did you interview from service providers like that or shops like that?
Okay. So from both shops plus Elisa and Sonora, for the customer segments, the end users is about 40 to 50 people there, and for the service providers, the employees is about 10 to 20.
Anything else than like telecom providers?
We thought about the tax office and also gala, train station, and hospital, because there's government segment, so it's very hard to get into the market. That's why we start from the private companies first. Yeah, but it's in our plan for sure.
No, if you just a comment with it, if you are looking, I think this is a smart idea, but anyway, if you're looking at the tax office or police in Finland, you will definitely face a question of unfair treatment of customers. Those who have the smartphone and those who don't have it.
Yeah.
So private sector, I think, goes quite easily, but public sector, there's a special thing here.
That's true. We have to take time to educate our customers. It's a period of time, but still it will happen for sure in the future.
And also it's not because at the moment we have this free version, the basic version, which you can track your number with. So for instance, if you're in Kela at Kamppi and you just think about, oh my god, I have to wait for 40 minutes again, you can actually track your number with whatever device you have that you can access the internet with. It doesn't have to be a smartphone necessarily. Yeah.
So I can show you from this laptop here that there's a link in our company profile. If you go down here, that this is laptop, so you can see this from your laptop already. Take a virtual queue number. Yeah.
I'd like to ask about the future market. I'm a bit concerned because I think that we're queuing less and less all the time because of all the digital services that we're getting. Do you see that the market is growing? Because I don't.
I see the market is huge because the queuing is everywhere. So if you think about the queuing time,
Is it getting more or less?
That depends the country. But in Finland, I think, tax office, for this year, it shut down 10 tax offices. That means there are less offices, there are more people to queuing. So in this way, there are more people to queuing on the queue. So the waiting time is bigger and bigger actually. It's longer.
Yeah, because
Depends,
you can't do everything like online. You actually have to go there and to like
Physical
give the papers or have something signed or something like this. Further question?
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.